honest. I will be brutally honest. Ain't nothing but being brutally honest. Coming at you with another video.
What's up, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome a college prospect that is from the University of Dubuque, wide receiver, Za'Cameron Brice. How's it going, bro?
Good, man. I appreciate you for having me on here, man.
Oh, yeah. Definitely appreciate it, man. You kept your word, and tell everybody who you are, man.
So a little bit about me. From Arlington, Texas, from a single-parent home, the help of my grandmother, my cousin, my aunt, and then coming up here to University of Dubuque, kind of made this decision blindly to come up here. It's like a last-minute option. I originally tried out for a JUCO, and that didn't work out. They gave me the opportunity to come up here, and I took it and ran with it and been balling ever since.
Oh, so was there like any other options besides Dubuque or no?
Oklahoma Panhandle State, and then another JUCO. But I didn't want to go to those. I wanted to get far away from home.
Well, you can't go wrong. Even in the state of Iowa, it has to be pretty chill, right?
Yeah.
I mean, as a kid, what got you into football at what early age?
Definitely been outside in the hood. I was outside playing around with all the other kids. Everybody was a lot bigger than me, but my cousins, they kind of instilled that like toughness inside of me, and I did everything with them, and that honestly grew the love for the sport of football. So.
Oh, yeah. Playing street ball, even as a kid, man, it had to be the fun times before you actually got to those pads, right?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Like, so like from watching your film, you seem to do everything. You got the versatility. You can do the jet sweeps. You can run some good routes, and you can block. So what else what describes your game, man? What kind of receiver are you? Are you fast? Are you a possession? Or what kind of game do you describe yourself?
I like to say I'm pretty fast, but as far as my game, I think I'm just a go up and get it type of guy, big play type of guy. I do well with the ball in my hands, have good yak, and I kind of compare myself to a receiver like Jamar Chase, kind of big and physical, built like a running back at the wideout position that's going to go up and get the ball, whether it's a good pass or not,
Oh, yeah, Chase is definitely one of the best receivers out there, man. This guy runs routes. This guy's hard to cover. I mean, he can break tackles. I mean, there's a lot of these good receivers with those yaks. I mean, maybe a little bit of Debo in you a little bit, right?
Yeah, that too. That's what they like to compare me to, man. So
seems like you can break tackles. I've seen a little of your clips, and then I think from looking at your highlights, man, you had like about 87 catches, over 1,000 yards, and 14 touchdowns. You must have been a really good red zone, man. So how they got you involved with that offense is crazy, man.
Sure.
Oh, here's one. So here's a question from Grandizer 12. So Cameron Brice, what made you choose receiver? Was there other positions that you played before?
So I played running back growing up as a kid, played a little bit of quarterback. And then 7th grade, I went in to try out at running back, and my coach, we had a pretty good running back room. My coach ended up moving me to receiver, and I was pretty good at it. And I've been a receiver ever since. I fell in love with the position, So
I can see where you get those yaks at because running backs are known for breaking tackles and being physical at the contact, man. That does make a good transition.
mm-hmm.
Especially the pass blocking too, but then the run blocking is probably one of your best assets of your game, huh?
Mm-hmm. Pride myself in blocking. We have a little mantra in the receiver room that the leaders came up with, and it's no block, no rock.
Yeah, just like how Kyle Shanahan would probably put it in that. I think he would fit pretty well. But have you met with, like, how many NFL teams have you met with during this season?
Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings, but they haven't really reached out ever since. So
Okay, so 2 teams have reached out to you. So I'm pretty sure maybe in the coming months you'll get reached out, and then yeah, I mean you're like one of those under the radar guys. You'll make some noise, you'll get there in no time. I mean, the league will start paying attention at some point. So why should NFL teams draft you?
One, I'm coachable, man. Wherever I go, I keep my head down, work hard. 2, I'm a good leader. I'm not the most vocal. As you can ask any of my coaches, I'm not super vocal, and they tried to get that out of me, and it worked a little bit. But I definitely lead by example, and showing what I can do, and always doing the right thing. And then another reason I would say to come and get me would be my physicality that I bring to the position. I don't think there's too many physical receivers. They're more slippery and quick, and I'm just big and physical, but I can do everything. So.
Oh yeah, that's definitely that's good traits. You're physical after the catch. You seem like a run blocker. You probably seem like a good guy that can do special teams, maybe return kicks also. I mean, there's got to be a lot to like about you. I mean, I had to go deeper into it, but I like this question by Papa J. Who was your favorite player and team growing up?
I don't really have a favorite team in the NFL. I just watch football, but favorite player growing up, oh man, I would definitely have to say Julio Jones, and then Megatron.
Oh, I like those choices. If I'm guessing football team, since you live in Arlington, I'm guessing Cowboys. No, I don't know. Eagles?
Not at all. Most of my family is from Louisiana, so if I had to choose an NFL team, it'd probably be the Saints. But I don't have an NFL team. I like college ball. Like my favorite team is LSU. So.
Oh, all good, dude. All good. I guess it's a good answer. It's better to keep it that way because I mean, everybody has a favorite team growing up, but I guess you just love the game of football and you want to be a huge part of it. So, I like this question because every other player has to have a game day ritual. So, what do you have for a game day ritual for game day?
Game day ritual. Definitely wake up, brush my teeth, do all of that, get ready, and I'm blasting music from the start. And then after team breakfast and chapel, I head to the field, or actually I head to the trainers, bike, foam roll, stretch, and then I'm outside 2 hours before the game, stretching, warming up, and then I always had a pregame ritual with one of my teammates, Jamari Jenkins, and we'll go out and do a lot of catches and work sideline drills, red zone, everything to get us prepared for the game. And get a little sweat going, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I mean, that you get a good workout, good routine, but what kind of music do you listen to? Hip hop, rap, or country, or any other kind? Like, what's your go-to music?
Definitely R&B.
Oh, I like that.
A lot of R&B, a lot of Blast, Bino, little Nipsey Hussle. I'm kind of on those like West Coast type of vibes.
Oh, you'll like it in the West Coast, man, with that kind of music that you like. Nipsey Hussle. I'm pretty sure you like a lot of those other songs. Let's see. I like this one because, when you play the game, you got to have somebody that you compete with as a rival. So did you have a rival corner who was your college nemesis? And what was it like matching up that had extra chip on your shoulder?
A rival corner. I wouldn't say I had a rival corner, but like any corner that I lined up against, we did a lot of watching film. So I figured that they will always put their best corner to my side. So I will always line up. Most of the time, I will line up to the field to give me one-on-ones. And my thing would just to be kill them every play. One-on-one is one-on-none. But I wouldn't say I really had any rivals. I would just want to dominate every play, every snap of the game.
Oh, okay, so you were pretty much that little calm guy that just made your plays do the talking and didn't let those guys chirp on you. There's some type of rival players that do like to get under their head a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. What do you like to do outside of football? There's just got to be something about you, Za'Cameron Brice. I mean, outside of football, who are you, man?
Outside of football, man, I'm a God-fearing man. I'm involved in the church a lot,
Reception. Oh, you're good, man.
Sorry about that. I got a call. Some more things.
Somebody's called them.
Some more thing I would like to do would be fishing. I play the game a little bit. Just being outside in nature, like grounding, walking outside with my shoes off, just being connected to the earth. So.
Okay, that sounds like an outdoor thing for you. I mean, there's a lot to do over there for outside of sports. Are you the type of I don't know if you're the kind of guy, man. I think you said you just let your place do the talking, huh?
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me? Wait, but aren't you kind of like, I think you might need to go off? I think he's having some issues because his phone was calling, and usually you have a hard time hearing, so he might have to go. You good?
There it is.
All right. Okay. All right. So since we already answered the opposite question, are you the kind of guy that gets under the opponent's head a little bit, or you just let your plays do the talking?
I let my plays do the talking, but I would have to say whenever someone gets to talking to me, I may say a couple things back, but I definitely let my plays do the talking. I'm kind of hot-headed, and I had to learn how to control my emotions a lot. So whenever they usually said something to me, if things weren't going well, I would chirp back a little bit with them.
Okay, so you're a little feisty at times, but you're more of a let your play do the talking. So, like there's a lot of that, there's nothing wrong with unleashing that beast a little bit, it's just part of the nature of the game, man. Sometimes you just gotta let them get the best out of them sometimes. So, so looking forward to how you go from Dubuque University. Why should a lot of these college students go to this university? What's convincing for them to go there?
Oh, well, one of the things that we have here is now we have a great coaching staff that they care about you more as a player or a guy outside of football than in the sport. They're all about being a good person, having good character, and that leads to being a good player on the field. And then I think we're one of the only divisions, or we're one of the only schools in Division III that has an indoor facility. So I play high school football in Texas, and Texas takes football very serious, and we have indoors out there. So that's one of the things that brought me out here. And then we have a beautiful campus, and then we have donors that do a lot for the school and the program. So.
Okay, so what's the difference from growing up to Texas to Iowa, man? Just what's it like, the difference?
Texas was the city, man. There's a lot to do in Texas. A lot more people in Texas. It was a lot more diverse, And then coming out here, there's a little bit of a culture shock. I didn't see too many people like myself, but the ones that I did see, I create a relationship with them, and then once football got to going, I really got cool with everybody, but it's not. This is a real chill spot, and it's not like too much to do out here. So
Yeah, Iowa's kind of like middle of nowhere in a way, but Texas
mhm,
there's a lot to do. But Texas, you can't go wrong. Like you said, our high school football is very serious. It's kind of like a junior college type of thing.
yeah.
Um, speaking of like, since you're a red zone guy, what's your touchdown celebration, man? You got to have at least one of those signatures, man.
Touchdown, Sally. Mm, I really didn't have any. I really had like handshakes with a lot of my different teammates. One with my position coach, and they usually didn't want me celebrating because I don't think the conference liked me. They definitely didn't like me. So any little thing that I do, they were ready to throw a flag on me. So I
So
didn't really have any sellies. But at the next level, I'll definitely have a couple sellies in my bag.
I hope so, man. I hope I see some of that. Like you said, in college they would throw you flags, but I don't know. The NFL can be a little cool at times. But let's see, like just like when you make some big plays, man, and you get that red zone, man, it just has to feel good just to make that big play and just put your team in good position. So it's like,
Definitely.
yeah. So, the difference from where you're at, like, it's like it's got to be great. Like, when did you think that you can go into the NFL? When was that moment that you say, you know what, I can make it to the NFL one day?
The moment I thought that I would make it to the NFL would have to be my freshman year in spring ball. Like I really started to put a lot of work in, and the results were showing. My first year, my first year playing here, sophomore year, I was balling out until I had an injury, and then uh, I just told myself that if you continue to work like this and continue to pour more and more into the sport, that you will get opportunity at the next level. So definitely have to be freshman year.
Oh yeah, that gives you that mindset. Once you kind of feel like it's like natural to you, then you kind of have that confidence. You like, you know what, I can make it to the pros. But what was your nickname, your football nickname? And you had to have some kind of football nickname.
Football nickname. They would just call me Uno.
Oh, you're number one.
Uno, that's it. Even when I was number 9, I was trying to get the number 1 because I followed Jamar Chase, Since he was in high school, and then when he was at LSU, he was killing it. I was like, yeah, like I strive to be like this guy someday.
Yeah, Chase has been that number one guy, and he's wearing number one. So maybe you will be able to wear number one day in the NFL with that number. But
Yeah.
why'd you wear number 9?
Number 9, it was my high school number.
Yeah, it kind of seems like a natural because when you first wear your first number, sometimes you want to stick with that number, or else you prefer a better number. But when I played, it was 54. I stuck with it since.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, here's a good one right here. So Cameron Brice, have any receivers reach out to you to help you guide through the process? Was there any NFL player from your college currently playing or has played in the NFL in the past?
One receiver that reached out to me that I worked out a little bit with was Samuel Schnee. I don't know if you know of him, but he played at UNI, and he got signed to the Tennessee Titans and was with them for a little while until the final cuts, played a couple preseason games, and now he's back out here at Dubuque just training, working out every day. And he would show me his film. I pick his brain a little bit, teach me a bit about releases, secondary releases, because he's a shorter slot guy and he's able to move a little better than I can. But I would have to say Samuel Schnee.
I mean, at least they're helping you with those type of stuff for the next level because the NFL is a whole different animal. A lot of faster players, a lot of physical players. So it just takes a lot of those people with these advices and gives you the best way to do it,
Mm-hmm.
So, so what kind of movies do you like to watch, man? Just outside of football, what's your favorite movies or what favorite shows you like to watch?
Favorite shows: Power,
Okay.
BMF. Mm, and then favorite movie would have to be The Goonies. And then Remember the Titans, man.
Oh, Goonies is something that my wife likes to watch, like that 1985 classic movie. And then there's Remember the Titans. That's got to be a good one, especially Sunshine and all that. Never
Definitely.
gets old. But if I had to pick a favorite movie, I had to pick was The Mask, bro. Just
Mm-hmm.
it stuck with me even as a kid.
Scary.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I like this question because it's talking about an offense that would fit your skill set. So, which offensive scheme fits your skill set most? A pass happy team or a more control offense?
Me personally, I would have to say a West Coast style pass happy offense. I feel like I thrive in that. But if I was to get into a control offense where we slowed the pace down and ran the ball a lot more, I would be fine with that. Because I feel like excuse me. I bring a different level of like blocking from the receivers. Um, and then blocking leads to running the ball better, and then defense have to focus on that running the ball part, which opens up um down the field play whenever we're throwing the ball. So
Okay. So, you seem more adaptable at that. That's good. Because if you were to play in Kyle's offense, you might have to be more of a blocker like Jennings is and some other guys, or maybe the Rams will do it that way too. There's other teams that do different kind of style of offense, but you said you would fit more of the West Coast if it was your skill set.
mm,
So, man, it's got to be one of those good journeys, like just looking back in your days, and you're gonna just like say, "Hey, it went by fast." Probably just like how some kids are. You're probably like thinking, "Man, how come it goes by fast?" But the years just go by quick.
definitely.
So, what was it like with the COVID year? Did you had those years of extra, or were you just not around that time when they had those COVID extra years?
I was still in high school when COVID happened, so I graduated 2021, and then COVID affected my 2021 season with the social distancing and everything else. But as far as college, it didn't affect me. I think it made it a little bit harder for me to get looked at out of high school because all those guys got that extra year back, and then college coaches wasn't looking for high school students. So
It became more of a disadvantage for some of you guys, huh?
mm,
But it worked out for the best because you got to go to a university instead of a junior college.
definitely.
I mean, looking back at it, it's like, hey, things happen for a reason. But was it challenging just to go to the gym and other stuff?
During COVID, not at all. My my high school coach would let us come and work out whenever we please. He just said take care of the weight room. So
Yeah, it was a little bit of those distance when I had to go to the gym. It was a little bit of a social distance, like you couldn't get too close with everybody. So it's like, yeah. Oh, let's see. You put up looking back, is it hard to believe you did what you did, or do you believe you have more to prove?
I had more to prove. I still had a lot more on the plate. Uh, Things didn't go how we ultimately wanted it to, but I felt like I still had a lot more to prove. But at the same time, I felt like I left it all out there and I went out with a bang. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. But what? Oh, I like this because like just education wise, what's your major and what are you inspired to major into it?
So I majored in sports marketing and management. And at first, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. But now I think I want to go the route of being like an athletic director at a college one day, or working with analytics somewhere with a professional team. So somewhere in the back, working with analytics and different things like that. So
Man, it's a backup plan. You still want to pursue your dreams, so you never know. But is there like any other sports that interest you, like wrestling, basketball, baseball, or any other sports that catch your attention?
basketball and boxing.
Oh, boxing. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that, especially the physicality.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's pretty much what we can say, man. But from all those years of doing interviews, man, you seem to have a good trajectory of going to the NFL for success, man. But do you have oh, he likes that little like spirit thing, like the team spirit because you played for that college. Do you have a spirit cheer for us? The old college saying, like the song, like the song for the teams.
Spirit cheer. I don't. We don't even have one.
Nah, but there's some schools that have that. That's the crazy part. And it's just like, because I guess, Granddaddy just comes up with the funniest stuff, funny things because he's kind of creative. Because the other guy that actually did a little song for the college team, he actually sang it and made it sound like the actual thing that they were saying. So it was like one of those things. But so what kind of food do you like, man?
I'm a soul food type of guy.
Oh yeah, right on, brother.
I love soul food, and then I like Cajun seafood, man. That's definitely my go-to. I'll probably say I can eat fried fish or baked fish, baked chicken every day.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Southern food and all the other stuff. But yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything, bro. Like I definitely appreciate your time, and I definitely wish you the best of luck on your journey. Definitely rooting for your career, man. And before we end this, man, just tell everybody who you are and tell them what you're doing for the NFL going forward, man.
So I'm Za'Cameron Brice. Right now, I'm just staying in shape, eating well in the weight room every day, and then I will go to the field at least 4 times a week, working with my college quarterback. Trying to stay on top of my game and just stay perfecting my craft. And I talk to Samuel Shanae here and there, try to get feedback and learn as much as I can. Because he made it to that next level. And
Oh
then
yeah.
I also talked to one of my uncles back home, which he had an opportunity to play after college, and he ended up playing in the AFL. So I like to pick his brain and learn a lot from him. And yeah, honestly, I'm just waiting for opportunity. The only thing I can do is stay ready so I don't have to get ready.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. And for everybody else, this is Cameron Brice. Check him out from Dubuque University. He's a touchdown red zone guy, over 1,000 yards, 80 plus catches, man. Definitely go check out some of the videos on his Twitter, man. But thank you for your time. And for everybody else, thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, we got it.